From the moment Sally Field strode onto the set of Gidget in 1965, few could have guessed that the bright-eyed teenager with a surfboard would one day be one of Hollywood's most fiercely respected actresses. Born on November 6, 1946 in Pasadena, California, Sally Margaret Field grew up as the daughter of an actress mother and a stuntman stepfather. Yet despite those early Hollywood connections, her path to stardom was paved with self-doubt, typecasting, and the determination to prove she was more than just a perky face on television. Her childhood was tangled in the emotions of a blended family. Shy, insecure Sally often felt overshadowed by the drama that swirled around her. She graduated from Birmingham High School in Van Nuys, California, yearning for acceptance yet driven by a spark of talent that would not be ignored. Then, in 1965, she landed her breakout role as the effervescent Gidget, a teenage surfer who captured the nation's heart. The show lasted a single season, but Field's natural charm and impeccable comedic timing lit the screen and planted the first seeds of her enduring fame. Just as quickly, she soared into the habit of donning a nun's habit as Sister Bertrell in The Flying Nun. From 1967 to 1970, viewers watched her defy gravity on a whimsical sitcom that painted her as the ultimate cute ingenue. But behind the laughter and the levity, Field felt trapped by the very image that had made her a household name. She longed for depth, for roles that would challenge her as an artist and expose the range of emotion she harbored inside. Determined to escape the sitcom mold, Sally set her sights on method training with Lee Strasberg at the Actors Studio. In that hallowed space, she discovered an emotional honesty she had never dared to explore. And in 1976, everything changed. That year, she delivered a tour-de-force performance in the made-for-television movie Sybil, often misread as Sybil, portraying a young woman with dissociative identity disorder. Every shift in voice, every trembling nuance, laid bare her extraordinary talent. Critics were stunned. Audiences were riveted. And when her name was called for the Emmy Award, she stood trembling, no longer just a bright television presence, but a dramatic force to be reckoned with. Emboldened by her Emmy win, Hollywood finally began to see past the Gidget glow. In 1979, Field took on the gritty drama Norma Ray, playing a Southern mill worker who leads her peers in a union strike. Her performance crackled with authenticity and raw passion. When she accepted her first Academy Award that year, her tearful exultation, "You like me, you really like me," became the stuff of Oscar legend. It was relief, it was vindication, it was an emphatic declaration that she had arrived. Yet even as she stood on that stage, Sally Field knew her journey was far from over. In 1977, she had begun both a sizzling on-screen and off-screen romance with Burt Reynolds during Smokey and the Bandit. Their chemistry set box offices ablaze, and they collaborated on 3 more films. The flame between them, however, burned bright and volatile. Their breakup in 1980 was as public as their passion, leaving Sally to wrestle with heartbreak and the scrutiny of a gossip-hungry press. Still, she refused to slow down. In 1984, Field delivered another career-defining turn in Places in the Heart, winning her second Oscar and proving beyond doubt that she could mine every ounce of emotional complexity. And in 1989, Steel Magnolias showcased her uncanny ability to blend steely resolve with touching vulnerability, embodying a mother battling grief while clinging to the bonds of family. As the 1990s dawned, Sally Field's career expanded into even more beloved territory. In 1994, she became the devoted mother in Forrest Gump, creating an iconic maternal figure whose gentle wisdom anchored one of cinema's most unforgettable tales. Television, too, welcomed her back. She earned Emmy nominations for ER and later won acclaim for Brothers and Sisters, playing a modern matriarch who held her fractured family together with fierce love. Even in her 7th decade, Field refused to rest on her laurels. On Broadway, she mesmerized audiences in The Glass Menagerie. In 2012, Steven Spielberg tapped her to portray Mary Todd Lincoln, earning her another Oscar nomination and reminding Hollywood that her gifts only deepen with time. Off-camera, she became a vocal advocate for women's rights, LGBTQ+ equality, and mental health awareness, sharing the struggle she had faced with self-esteem and resilience in her candid 2018 memoir, In Pieces. Her personal life has been just as dynamic. In 1968 she married Stephen Craig, with whom she had 2 sons, Peter and Eli, before their separation in 1973 and eventual divorce in 1975. Both boys inherited their mother's creative spark. Peter went on to pen novels and screenplays, while Eli forged his own career as an actor-director. In 1984, Sally married film producer Alan Greisman and welcomed a 3rd son, Sam, in 1987. That marriage ended in 1994, but her commitment to motherhood remained the steady center of her life, grounding her through every professional triumph and trial. But perhaps nothing tested her on-set fortitude more than Back Roads in 1981, where she found herself paired opposite Tommy Lee Jones. Known for his brooding intensity, Jones was rumored to be stubborn, dismissive, even cruel to his co-stars. Sally Field had no patience for such arrogance. As she later confessed, "I truly hated him more than anyone I'd ever worked with." Every look in their shared scenes crackled with real tension. When the cameras rolled, Field poured her genuine irritation into her character's fiery confrontations. It was cathartic, yet exhausting. What must it have been like to act across from someone you couldn't stand? To navigate an emotionally charged story while walking on eggshells? Facing that crossroads, what would you have done in her place? Despite the turmoil, their mutual disdain produced an on-screen electricity critics praised, unaware they were witnessing real-life hostility. Crew members described long silences, terse exchanges, and a set tense enough to cut with a knife. And though Jones never publicly responded to Field's barbed remarks, insiders confirmed his controlling methods clashed violently with her collaborative spirit. After filming wrapped, Field made one thing abundantly clear: she would never work with Tommy Lee Jones again. Yet she looked back with wry humor, acknowledging his undeniable talent while rejecting the cruelty she endured. "He may be brilliant," she said, "but talent doesn't excuse cruelty." Decades later, both actors have added towering achievements to their resumes. She with Lincoln and Broadway triumphs, he with blockbusters like The Fugitive and the Academy Award, winning No Country for Old Men. But their stormy pairing on back roads remains a stark reminder that Hollywood magic sometimes blossoms from real discord, and that a fierce commitment to truth and integrity can outshine any artificial harmony. Sally Field's journey, from shy teen in a backyard drama, to Emmy-winning star, to Academy Award-holding legend, was built on raw honesty, unflinching courage, and the refusal to settle for anything less than authenticity. Through every heartbreak, every triumph, and yes, every professional battle, she proved that speaking your truth, even when it's uncomfortable, can lead to the most unforgettable performances of all. Share your thoughts in the comments. I'm curious to know what you think.